There's like a whole little snake family down there. Hello, welcome back to another video. Just a word of warning, this video might not be very interesting and it might not be very long either. I do have an excuse, is that Cecilia gave birth last Thursday to a beautiful baby girl, and we're all home and healthy and settling in. That's also the reason you haven't seen her in the last couple of videos as well. She will be back, you'll see more of her. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit up and down the next few weeks as we adjust to life with the baby. Trying to keep up with your rabid appetite for content, we may be a little bit delayed in videos the next few weeks before we get back to regular programming, so bear with us with that. Today's video, we're going to do a little bit more work in the garden. There's a couple of jobs I need to get done. You'll see behind me, you might have noticed this in previous videos, there's a yellow thing there. Now this is part of what used to be a climbing frame and a slide that the previous owner had left right here when they moved out. We don't like it, we don't need it, so I've taken the rest of it down and shifted it. But this thing is chunky plastic, so I'm going to need some advice on the best way to dismantle that. Other job I need to do is a little bit further down, there's a tarpaulin that I think they must have used as a water slide down the bottom of the garden. I want to fold that up and move it, and in its place we've got a bag of wildflowers that we want to do a little small patch of wildflowers down the bottom of the garden there. It's going to be like a test patch, because what we also plan to do at some point is on the field is actually put a lot more wildflowers out on the field and let them grow there. So we try and do a bit of that today as well. But the trouble I had last time when I tried to move the tarpaulin last year, and I was out in the garden working away, I had the dog with me and I tried to move that tarpaulin. I moved a little bit and I saw a whole bunch of snakes under there. So we had to skedaddle fast. Now I'm back ready to tackle the job. I'm hoping that there are not going to be any snakes under there at all, but we're going to have to tread cautiously and find out as we go to move that tarpaulin. So we can clear the ground. The National Trust in recent years has begun reintroducing adders to the area here, and some have made their home in our garden. Yeah, we've got to be a little bit careful with them. We're going to see if there's still any snakes sleeping under there, but hopefully relocate them somewhere more comfortable for them as well. Thanks as well for all the great comments on previous videos. Interesting that what we found a few weeks ago was probably not a grave or a septic tank. It probably was a pigsty and a pig trough. So that makes a lot of sense. We know that they've kept sheep here before at some point, kept pigs now there probably at some point as well. They used to have a horse or two on the field, so that makes great sense. At some point I'm still going to have to get rid of all that concrete as well and shift it. No rush on that job though. Oh, the other thing as well is I realised that I've been overusing the time lapses. So I'm going to make a concerted effort in this video to not have a single time lapse in it. And it's going to be difficult, I tell you, but I'll do my best. Okay, so this is the chunky yellow plastic slide. It's sitting in the stream. I'm going to move that, but I need your help on how to dismantle this. You can see it's kind of been bolted together in sections. I need to be able to take it apart so I can take it off to the skip. But first of all, the plastic is really quite thick, so I'm not sure I'm going to get through all this. A lot of the bolts holding it together have rusted, so I've tried kind of unscrewing them. That's not really working. So one thing I thought was maybe to get like an angle grinder and just grind through all the bolts individually to separate the pieces. So I don't have an angle grinder. Or the other thing is maybe I just get like a saw of some kind and try and saw the plastic into bits. Either way, I'm going to move it from here. It doesn't need to sit in the stream. So if you have a good idea about like the best way to dismantle this, or any other ideas to take it down into pieces, leave me a comment and that would be very helpful. Thank you very much. Okay, and this is the tarpaulin that I've got to move and shift. Hopefully we don't find anything underneath, but we'll see. Oh, there we go. I'll do my best Steve Irwin impression. There's a couple of little beauties. I think those are the little slowums. Seem to be going backwards. Hey baby. Hey. All right, let's see what else is under here. Look at them all. Really. Okay, snakies. Go and find another place to live. So just a quick interjection, because otherwise we're going to get a lot of comments saying these aren't snakes. And yeah, I googled it, they're not actually snakes. The slow worm is a type of legless lizard, but it still looks a bit like a snake, and they're kind of cool anyway. So it's not maybe as dramatic as it would have been, but still kind of snake-like. There's like a whole little snake family down there. I haven't seen any adders though. There were a few bigger ones last time. Okay. Okay, baby. Hey. Okay, off you go. Off you go. Find somewhere else to live. Go on. Okay, well, no adders this time, thankfully. Last time I pulled it back a little bit, the snakes were just massive. There's some really big ones under there, and today just these little slow worms. There are plenty of holes around. They're going to find a new home in the hole underneath, and yeah, thankfully no bigger snakes. So yeah, let's get to work moving that now. Off it, please. Off it. Go. No. Come on. All right, so we've prepped the soil a little bit, turned it over, so we're ready to spread some seeds. The ones that Cecilia's ordered, she's got them online. It's from Cotswold Grass Seeds Direct, cotswoldseeds.com. So they're a mix that's native to this area. It's a mix of perennial and annual wildflower and grasses. So that should be nice. They're not sponsoring us or anything like that. We just bought it. But if they'd like to sponsor us, that'd be good. We get a few more. So they've also got some instructions on how to sow it, because apparently you can overseed an area as well. And if you overseed it, then what will happen is all the grasses will just grow up and dominate everything, and you won't get so many of the flowers come through. So this amount, this is about 20 grams. This is going to do half of that patch. I'm going to do this first and then a couple more rounds, and then we're going to just rake it in.